Liz Truss was in the news today, actually. I don't know if you guys saw this, just quickly before I go. I've got a tweet of hers up somewhere. I have to cut it in later. But basically, it was a Telegraph piece that was published this afternoon, Tuesday night at time of recording. It's in the Telegraph, and I can't remember who said it now, but one of the guys over there said, Donald Trump is heading for his own Liz Truss moment. Okay? Donald Trump is heading, or may be heading, for his very own Liz Truss moment. And obviously what this writer is alluding to is that the tariffs stuff is causing issues in the markets. And Liz Truss quite predictably took exception to this, not least because, like, if they said it in The Guardian or The Eye or The Mirror, I'm sure she would be like, whatever. But the fact that it was in The Telegraph obviously pissed her off because it's the Tory graph, isn't it? That paper informs opinions. It influences the Conservative Party and I'm sure many, many members of the Reform Party. So for them to publish a piece that suggests, perhaps implicitly, that mini budget meltdown, that market's chaos that came immediately after her uncosted £40 billion of tax cuts, for them to suggest, nay, acknowledge that she may have had something to do with that, wrapping responsibility around her, that's too much for Lizzie. She would much rather that it was, blame that was placed on some sort of conspiracy theory, on the economic left-wing establishment, wasn't it? That's that very same paper. She would rather they printed shit like that. So it's embarrassing for her. So she then quote tweeted this article and basically lambasted it. She said, nowhere in this article does it mention anything about the Bank of England's blah, 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 or this economist or that. But I've done some checking on this multiple times. And it always comes out the same. Every time it's like, computer says no. Computer says no, Lizzie. I'm sorry. I've checked and rechecked and fact-checked. I've run it through the computer again and again. And it always comes back with the same answer, love. It always says, yes, the Bank of England were a little bit, overzealous here. Maybe they weren't firing on all cylinders over there. But absolutely none of that would have taken place if you had gone to the House of Commons, ignored the OBR and gone, hey, listen, free money for everyone. Bond investors are like, what are you fucking doing? What are you doing, Elizabeth? What are you playing? Free money? Have you lost your fucking mind, love? And she's like, oh, fuck the OBR. Fuck these three-letter institutions. Down with the experts. Down with the institutions. Free money. Slash the taxes across the board. How are you going to pay for them? I don't know. We're just going to see what happens. Have you consulted with anyone about this? Have you shown anyone you're working, Lizzie? Yeah, no, because maths is woke. Like that's what happened. Ms. Truss. That is actually. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit for mostly just to amuse myself. Let's be real, but that's pretty much what happened, Lizzie.
Just another